So I actually got a question a few days ago about the Microsoft developer account. I had someone that was very interested in setting up a developer account through Microsoft so that they could play with the tools and features that Microsoft provides. And I actually showed them my Microsoft account just so they could get a feel of what to expect. And I thought I would make a video on it just so that if anyone is on the fence about creating an account or would like to see exactly what you get with a Microsoft account, that this might help them out a little bit. So, if you're not aware, Microsoft actually offers a developer account that you can take advantage of. And what that account allows you to do is it allows you to submit, you can actually use it to develop applications and solutions for the Microsoft products. Um, there's actually I'll leave this link, but let me pull it up. There is actually this right here. So the developer account, this link allows you to create a developer account. And I'll go through just some of the benefits that you'd get from creating a developer account through here, and then I'll show you exactly how it looks. So the developer account is for 90 days and it's renewable. It's completely free to sign up. It's a 90-day renewable subscription. And what that includes is it gives you access to, well, you actually get 25 user licenses for development purposes. So that's actually very good because instead of you just create an account and you're the only person there, you get 25 fake users that you can interact with just to give you an idea of how it would actually be on a real team full of people. So it's also prefigured for side-loading team apps. You get all of the Office 365 apps included with it. Everything you need for Power Platform development. So it comes with Power Apps, Power Automate, Power BI, Power Virtual Agents, and then the new Power Pages that just came out recently through Microsoft. You also get access to the Azure Active Directory, and it comes with the enterprise mobility and security for compliance and information protection. And that's a mouthful, but really what that means is that you get the most up-to-date technology or services that Microsoft provides. So you have access to all the Office apps, you have access to the Power Platform, Azure, of course. So you're able to develop applications and solutions using all of these all of these tools that Microsoft provides. SharePoint obviously is included with that. You could see from if you scroll down on the page a little bit, you'll see that this is how it's kind of like a snapshot of some of the services that you get and the sample data packs. So you get sample data packs for users, which is the 25 users that you get. Mail and events, Microsoft Teams, SharePoint. Those are just a few of them. It also by setting up a developer account, you actually do have access to the Microsoft 365 experts. So you'll be able to interact with and learn directly from Microsoft developers, project manager or program managers, I should say, and MVPs. And you also get personal recommendations through Microsoft as well for like trainings, for tools, for samples. So there are a lot of benefits of signing up for this. I would definitely recommend if you're on the fence, if you're thinking about becoming a developer, or if you're thinking about becoming an administrator, then I would definitely recommend signing up. If you're just new to it and you don't want to become either developer or admin, you just want to learn the tools, then this is definitely good as well, since there's no charge for it. So you would just click on this join now button, and then it would take you through the step-by-step process of how to actually create a developer account. But since I already have a developer account created, I'm just going to show you exactly what you would get once it's created. So I'm going to go back to my developer account homepage. As you'll see, you'll be able to, I'm actually using Microsoft Edge, but you can use any browser to access this. You'll be able to install apps at the top of the page. You'll see this install apps little drop down here. And if you click on it, it'll actually allow you to install the Microsoft 365 applications themselves, or you can install, or there's other install options. I won't go through all of that, but if you wanted to install but for example, Outlook on your desktop, OneDrive for business, Word, PowerPoint, Excel. You could do that right from here if you didn't already have them. You do not need to install the applications in order to create Word documents or Excel documents. This is just if you want to have the full blown desktop application on your computer. As you can see at the top, you'll get your recommended. So you'll see all of the documents that you've either recently edited or opened will show up here for you. And if none of these work, so for instance, if I didn't want to see this anymore, then you can actually click these three dots here to have more options. You'll be able to open it. You can actually share the document, the link to the document right from here via email, or you can copy the link, or you can actually share it on Teams as well. Um, you can add it to your to-do list, or you can remove it from the list if you wanted to, or you could just download it directly to your computer. And you also have a convert to PDF option, which is for some of them. I don't believe that is for all of them, but actually, you may actually have that PDF convert to PDF for all of them. So scrolling down, you'll see your quick access, which is broken down into several different categories. You have all, which is like a bucket of all of your documents. You can actually click and see your recently opened documents, your shared documents, and then your favorites. So if you favorite any of these documents, all of your favorites will show here. If you wanted to create a custom filter, you can actually add a custom filter as well. And then over to the right-hand side, you can actually upload documents right from your computer directly into OneDrive for your developer account. Right here, you actually have different ways of viewing your content. You can view it as a list, or you can view it as tiles. So you have different options of how do you actually want to view this information here. Now, this is the home screen. Underneath the home screen, you'll see create. If you click on create, you'll be brought to this page and you have multiple options of creating different things. You can actually you can create a Word document, a PowerPoint presentation, a workbook from Excel, Microsoft form. I won't go through all of them, but you'll see here that you can create multiple items directly from this page. And if you click on this arrow right here to the right, it actually shows more information that you can create right from here. If you wanted to start creating an item from a template, here is where you have start with a template, and underneath that, you'll see your PowerPoint. Well, actually, before I go through that, you'll see what start from a template, you'll have your different categories. You'll have your recommended category. You'll have your presentations category, calendars, flyers, business, reports and notes, planners and trackers. And then you'll have the view options. So you can view this information as a list, or lists, I should say. And then you can see how it changes it. Mine shows Excel and Word. And then if I clicked on planners and trackers, for example, you'll see how they change dynamically based off of what category you click on. And then you can play around with these and create as many as you need to, or as many as you want. Underneath that, you have your My Content page, which just shows all of your content. As you can see here, it just has the information that I've created. And then you'll see that under the section. Well, before I go through that, you'll see you can filter your information based off of the type of application itself. So if you wanted to just see all of your Word applications, you could do that. Or if you just wanted to see all of your meetings or videos, you can actually click on it. So for instance, if I just wanted to see all of the Word applications, I can click on it and you can see that it filters that information just to show that. I can clear all. And then let me just click back on filter. These are the types of applications. If I wanted to click on activity and time, those would show different things. So I'm going to click on this arrow just to bring this type up. I click on activity, and you'll see it's broken down by multiple sections as well. So if you wanted to just see all of the all of the content that was created by yourself, you would click on this. Or if you wanted to see all content that you made comments on, you can click on this, and then it would filter out this view here for you. And then I'm just going to click on that to hide that activity section. Let me click on the time section, and then you can filter based off of time. So if you wanted to see any time that a document or content was created, it would show up here. Also yesterday, if you just wanted to see things that were either updated or created yesterday, you could do so. So you're able to filter based off of specific times right there. Now, if you know any keywords specifically, like let's say you have tons and tons of information, you just want to search for something specifically, you can actually click on here. So if I wanted to click on, like, let's say Power Platform Training, as you can see, it's going to, let me go back. It's going to filter the view for me, and it's going to show everything that matches that at the top right here. So click out of that. And then under this, on the next section under my content, you'll see that it has the recently opened, the shared, the favorite, which was the same as the create, or sorry, not create, I apologize, for home. And then you'll see you can browse by people, meetings, locations you have are cloud files, local files, and then attachments. So you can upload content directly from your computer by using this upload button at the bottom. You also what you'll get is an admin section, which allows you to tweak a lot of the stuff when it comes, pretty much everything really, when it comes to your actual developer account. You'll see your home screen here. Right now, you'll see that you have your Microsoft Teams section, your user management section, then your billing information. And then if you scroll down, it will allow you to see trainings, guides, and assistants right here underneath here. And then you'll be able to install your Office desktop apps if you wanted to right from here as well. So this is another way you can just install those apps. If under each card or next to each card, or you'll see that you have the more actions. If you click on that, it will allow you to remove any specific cards. So for instance, if you wanted to remove your Microsoft Teams card because you didn't really see much purpose in having it here, you could just click on more actions and click on remove, and then it will remove it from this view for you. Before I actually move forward, you can actually go to guided setup, and then it will allow you to install all of your Office apps through the guided setup. So if I clicked on here, it steps you through the process of actually installing your Office apps, which I do not want to install at this time. So I'm going to click back. All right. Underneath the users, you'll see that it's broken down into active users, contacts, guest users, and deleted users. Now, these are all just sample users. So if you clicked on active users, for instance, you'll see that these are active users, quote unquote, which are just sample users. That these are the 25 user accounts that Microsoft creates when you create your developer account. And then you have multiple options that you can do. You can, so for instance, Adele Vance, if I highlighted this person's information, I could delete the user, I could reset their password, I can manage their roles within certain portions of the developer account. I'm not going to do any of that at this time. That's not covered under this video, but I just wanted to show you some of the options that you have when it comes to actually updating and changing user permissions. Then you have your teams and groups section, which has your active teams or groups. If you wanted to create any shared mailboxes just to test those out, you can do so as well. If you created, test groups and you just wanted to delete those test groups, then they would show up under the deleted group section. And then you have your billing information right here. There is actually a show all button where if you click on this, it shows more details. You can open up all of your admin section all of your admin center and see all the sections within the admin center. I won't go over every individual one, but as you can see, you're able to access pretty much anything admin related and change up any settings that you need to. So I'm just going to go back here. Let's actually click on the back button. Let's go back to, okay. So it opens up into a separate section for the admin center. So I'm just going to exit that and then go back to my content. And then underneath that, you'll see that you have your Outlook, your Teams, your Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. This is how I specifically set this up. Because these are the apps that I use on a fairly regular basis. If you wanted to add additional ones or delete these, so for instance, you didn't want Outlook here, you can actually click on it. I believe you can actually edit these. Let's double check. If I wanted to add different apps, I could press on apps here and you can see more of them up here. If I wanted to add forms, for example, I could click on forms and it would appear here. And then I can decide whether, I think I did, and then forms will show up here. Let's click on this right here, click on Sway. As you see, then if I click on another app, if I clicked on Sway, for instance, it replaces forms. And then I'll be able to create a Sway if I wanted to. But underneath this section, you see your Outlook, Teams, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, like I said before, right under your admin section here. And then if you click on their apps, you'll be able to change which app appears here that you have quick access to, like Visio. And let me just go back. And then you have your OneNote, if you wanted to add OneNote. And you also have the option of right-clicking and opening these in a different tabs. So if you wanted to click, if you wanted to open up Visio, for instance, in a different tab, you can click on Open a New Tab. And now you'll see that Visio is open up in a separate tab than your home. So if I click out of this, you see we'll go back to where I was at before. But yes, that's about it when it comes to the developer account itself. I just wanted to give a quick overview of the different sections of the developer account, what you're going to see when you're using your developer account. I'm just going to go back home. But yes, these are some of the options that you have. There's a lot more to go over, but I'm not going to go over all of it at this time. But yeah, I just wanted to just help anyone out who may be on the fence of setting up a developer account. That I would recommend it, especially if you're looking to build your skills with the Microsoft applications. I definitely recommend setting it up as soon as possible. But I just wanted to thank you again for listening to this video. If you have any questions, I'll leave my email below so you can reach out to me directly. And thanks again for listening to this video.